I'm still debating, even after getting the Tech 9 Gold and DM Ultra, if it's a good submachine gun at all. Like, there's part of me that really loves this gun, and there's part of me that thinks it's just below average. And the thing that changes my mind on this gun is the full auto repeater, which you guys unlock at level 46. Of course, once I talk about the gun, I'll go through camo challenges, so those struggling will get some tips and tricks and what I use to get the gun gold. And honestly, I got it gold today within an hour and a half, 2 hours of playing. That's including waiting in lobbies and in between games. But this gun's very interesting. If you only have the semi-auto or burst repeaters for your barrel, you're not going to really enjoy this gun in core too much, because you're just going to get outplayed by every single SMG and assault rifle LMG in close range gunfights, just because the fire rate is so slow. The damage is really high, don't get me wrong, and the range is great. It probably has the best range for any SMG in the game, but that burst and single auto, semi-auto fire just lowers the gun skill wise and just how good it is by a lot. Now, once you get the full auto repeater at level 46, this gun completely changes and it's super strong. I've already shown all my attachments on screen, and you guys are going to see tons of gameplay of me shred with this thing. But in core, it's like 3-4 shot kills with a fast fire rate in the full auto repeater, and it has great range and super manageable recoil, which makes it probably the best ranged SMG in the game. But it doesn't have the fastest fire rate, so I'm still dying to LC10s and MAC 10s close range, but it's really good when you get to full auto. The only downside is you have to grind and get it to full auto by either leveling up in zombies or just using it in multiplayer, and you're gonna struggle with it. I've already known a lot of players that have been grinding this in my Discord really dislike this gun in semi-auto and burst modes, just because it's not their cup of tea and it's not the best SMG in the game. But where it does shine is hardcore, because this thing is a one-shot kill at every range. So it's going to be making getting long shots extremely easy. It's going to dominate in the mid to long range game, especially because the mobility is so high and the ADS and sprint to fire time is so high, especially compared to assault rifles and LMGs. I'm even taking out tac rifles with this if I have like a 2 or 3 times scope on, and it's just making the gun really good in hardcore. But core, until you get that full auto repeater, it's less than mediocre for me in my personal experience. But overall, I would say the gun is a 5 out of 10 or like a 4 out of 10. And then yeah, it's a mid-range gun. Now for camo grinding, this thing is super easy. I did it in an hour and a half, 2 hours, 6v6 face off. That's really the only playlist I went and played in, except for getting long shots, which we'll talk about in a little bit here. Super easy challenges, spray and stripes. You'll get your 75 headshots naturally just by playing the game, and you'll complete your 300 kills for the spray category before you even unlock level 50 and get all the camo challenges unlocked with this gun. So not really any difficulty there. Bloodthirsties, once again, super easy for good players. If you're struggling, try slowing down your gameplay a little bit and Bloodthirsties will come naturally. Then long shots. If you want long shots, go to 12v12 Mosh Pit in hardcore, because it's one shot kills at literally every single range. I think on Collateral, which was the first 12v12 Mosh Pit game I played, which you guys will see gameplay in the background, I went from 0 to 22 long shots in a single game. And the thing is with SMGs is you don't need a lot of range for long shots to be obtainable. However, in 6v6, you're not really going to be getting a lot of long shots on the face-off maps. I think KGB is the only map that you can really get long shots in, and that's if you stand at the back of the map and just shoot into the enemy spawn. But it's so much faster to just go into core, do your 50 long shots, and get out of there. And yeah, it's super easy to do your long shots Tech 9. I do recommend, surprisingly, if you're doing long shots, keep it in semi-auto mode. Don't put on the full auto repeater, don't put on the 3-round burst, just keep it standard, and then you can just one tap like it's a tac rifle. Now you just might want to put a barrel on that increases your bullet velocity and damage range, just because the bullets don't fly as fast as tac rifles and assault rifles, so you might need to lead your shot sometimes. But long shots, super easy. Getting kills while enemies are detected by your score streaks and all of that fun stuff. Take advantage of UAVs, air patrols, and harps as always. I really did a lot of mine with the field mic in the 6v6 face-off playlist. I would just throw my field mic in the middle of the map, kill a bunch of enemies that were detected, and that was pretty much 50 out of the 75. And then because the last challenge I had was these detected kills, I just went into Combined Arms Assault, or I guess the Combined Arms Mosh Pit, was playing on hardpoint on Cartel, got a harp, and literally finished all of my, like, what, the 25 I had left in a single game there. So the detected kills are going to be pretty straightforward and easy. Now here's one thing that I actually want to compare to the EM2's kills behind cover, and that's what's worse, the kills behind covers for assault rifles or the point blanks for SMG. And it really depends on your play style. For me, getting point blanks were super easy because I just went to 6v6 face off and just would run into enemies and enemy spawns and getting those point blank kills as frequently as possible, especially in domination by the B flags. But one thing that is a huge downside to focusing on just getting point blank kills is there's so many times where I got myself killed just because I literally chose not to shoot an enemy in the distance because they weren't close enough for a point blank kill. So this is where, if you do like rushing and you're a really good submachine gun player, point blank is going to be super easy for you. But don't forget about those people at range like I do, because I think every other death while going for point blanks was simply because I just didn't shoot at the person in the distance. That was a one-shot kill because I was playing it in hardcore. Now, comparing this to kills behind cover, I honestly think the EM2 kills behind cover on face-off 6v6 are a lot easier than the 6v6 point blanks in face-off for the Tech 9 submachine gun, but to each their own. And if you're really struggling with this, try playing Nuketown 24/7 whenever that's in rotation. And yeah, you really just, the best place to grind out point blanks is going to be in that face-off 6v6 playlist, either in core or hardcore. Then we're left with double kills. Super easy in the 6v6 face-off playlist. We already know that you're going to complete every single double kill within 1 to 2 games, depending on how many kills you get within the 6v6 face-off playlist. But the Tech 9 finally done DM Ultra. Now I gotta go grind the EM2 and Tech 9 Dark Ether, use them in zombies, and then I might make a video on that later in the week. I'm probably gonna cover Vanguard tomorrow since we've got a lot more teaser trailers, and I think the official trailer release is in 3 days from today, so it's gonna be a lot of cool stuff coming our way Vanguard wise. And yeah, Tech 9, I would say a really good submachine gun, not my favorite out of the entire category. I would say it's definitely up there in like the top 3 beside the Milano and the, what was it? I almost forgot what it was called, but the AK-74U. And yeah, the Tech 9's probably up there in my top 3 if and only if the full auto repeater is on there, but that's late in weapon progression. So if you're struggling, pop that double weapon XP token, go play with friends or randoms in zombies and level it up there, because it levels up faster in zombies than multiplayer as long as you got more than 2 people in your zombies game. Anyway, that's the video for today. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy, dislike if you didn't. There's no hard feelings. Use code WILD on gamersubs.gg for 10% off all of your gamersubs orders. Subscribe for more videos in the future. I'm about to head out, and if there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.